What's up, my mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube. Get out of there. And in today's video, I'm going to be recommending two men's fragrances that'll make you stand out from the crowd. Not necessarily in a good way, but you will stand out. But before I get into that, I'm going to let you know what fragrance I'm wearing today, and it is Davidoff's Cool Water Parfum. This smells very similar to Dior's Sauvage, except you only pay $40 Australian. I like the design, I like the way it smells. It's a fresher, more Mandarin forward take on Dior Sauvage, in my opinion. And it's got a less of an ambroxan density and more of like a spicy vetiver note in it instead. Just gonna put on a spray here. Yeah, this fragrance is fantastic for the price. You'd be hard pressed to find one better. The only other thing that I can recommend similar to this, is Cool Water Intense. And that fragrance is a beast mode fragrance on my skin. I remember some guy commenting on one of my videos where I recommended it. He said something like, oh, it doesn't last that long at all. And I'm just like, well, on my skin it lasted like 2 bloody days. So you do have that. So I recommend both fragrances. You can find them both for about the same price, $40 Australian. Check out either one. They're both really good in my opinion. Now the fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today are different from one another. And first up is Bogart's City Tower. It does smell similar to Bulgari Black, which is a unisex scent. This is an eau de toilette, really solid performance, and a really solid fragrance in general. It smells slightly vanilla-ish, but it also has a really bold citrus note. Performance is amazing as well. Here's the atomizer. Focus any second now. Powerful, like a jet stream. Yeah, there's not too much that smells like this one. That incense note is what makes this fragrance. It's classy, it's sophisticated, it's a little dark. Definitely don't get aboard this fragrance if you're somebody that, only wears, Nautica Voyage and, cheap freshies like that. This is something that you're going to want to explore if you want to stand out from people and you want to smell a little edgy. This is edgy, but it also, like I said, has a sophistication to it. It's a fantastic scent, gets over 8 hours of performance on my skin. It is more powerful than Bulgari Black as well. So if you're after a fragrance that is similar to Bulgari Black with that vanilla and burnt rubber sort of facet, definitely check out Jacques Bogart's City Tower. It's a fantastic fragrance, and I do think a woman can pull this off as well. I do believe it is unisex. I think it's marketed towards men, but I do think it's unisex, in my opinion. I would be very curious to hear if any of you have ever tried this one before. It is a fantastic scent. I picked this up for like $25 Australian from eBay, and at that price it's a bloody steal. What more needs to be said? Next up is one of my personal favorite fragrances, but it is very controversial and it is not fantastic for compliments, but it will make you stand out. And I did have somebody follow me up in my store and tell me that they couldn't stop smelling it, but they didn't know whether they loved it or hated it, and that is Gucci Guilty Absolute. This is nothing like the rest of the Gucci line. It smells like damp, decaying leather and soil, and it also has a medicinal quality to it as well. It's a niche quality scent, but you can pick it up for under $100 Australian. I did see some rumors that it's been discontinued. I bloody hope not, because this scent is phenomenal. Lucky I have 3 bottles of it, because I did have a feeling that something like this just can't be popular, so I stocked up on it. There you go. You can just tell by looking at the liquid that it is a potent scent. I'm not going to spray it because the room will smell like this for the rest of the time. Oh man, that is... What a scent. It's the best performing fragrance that I've ever worn. I got over 48 hours of performance on this, and that was with 3 showers as well. I could still smell it. Be very, very careful. One spray is enough. One spray is more than enough. Don't do the whole 4 sprays to the neck thing because you'll be smelling like decay. Gucci Guilty Absolute is what I would call like a gothic scent. It's very dark, it's very edgy, and it will make you stand out, of that have no doubt. Both of these fragrances, Bogart City Tower and Gucci Guilty Absolute, a phenomenal scents. I can't recommend both any more highly than I do. I would give this a 10 out of 10 for sure, maybe this one a 9 out of 10. I really like it, but I really wish it had more of the incense note, more of a smokiness. I think that could be ramped up a little bit, maybe with an eau de parfum or a parfum. But yeah, Gucci Guilty Absolute is niche quality in my opinion. It is one of the best fragrances you can own, but be very careful when you're wearing it because it is not good for compliments. But you should know that. If you've ever read about this before, you'll know that it's not the best for compliments. But then again, you shouldn't be wearing fragrances for compliments anyway. You should be wearing them because you enjoy them. Now, I'd be really curious to hear what you guys think about these scents. Have you ever worn them before? If you have, let me know in the comments below, as I'm always curious to hear what you guys think, and I love interacting with you all. Until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and catch you guys around.